Good afternoon to all of our viewers watching us on the MPVA live streams. We are coming to you from here inside the Bacoor Strike Gymnasium, home of the defending champs, for another game day in our Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. Good day, everyone. I am Nico Aaron, your courtside reporter for today, and I'm more than thrilled to bring you all our matches for this MPVA all throughout the day, and we have a spectacular triple header lined up for you. Our matches for today: to start things off, 11:30 a.m., Valenzuela City Classy taking on the Marikina Lady Shoe Masters, looking to get their first win of the tournament in a hunt for win number 1. At mamaya po, 2 p.m. naman, San Juan Lady Knights go for gold, taking on Binyan Tatakgel Volley Angels. And for our main game at 4 p.m., the defending champs, Bacoor City, look to defend home court against the Caloocan AM Spikers, hungry to get another win in this tournament. At sa mga hindi naman po makakapunta dito sa venue, don't worry, because we got you covered on all our live stream platforms. You can watch the MPVA on MPTV Signal Channel 98 and of course on the MPVA Facebook and YouTube live streams. Anytime, anyplace, we got you covered. And so, kapit lang po kayo mga kaliga, because in a few minutes, we are about to start another game day, a Christmas treat. Early Christmas treat for you guys, a triple header only here in your Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association, ang liga para sa lahat.
For the straight game day, the Strike Gymnasium here in Bacoor serve as the battleground in the 2024 MPVA. And Kapitana Abigail Nubal will surely gun for a back-to-back victories, as well as here, Bien Juanillo remain on the hunt for their first win here in the MPVA. Well, let's see who will come out victorious, as this two squad will be our first game in our Wednesday triple header. This is Valenzuela kontra Marikina again here in Bacoor Strike Gymnasium. Magandang umaga sa inyo mga volleyball fans. And here right now, my name is Jong Panerio, alongside of course with Loy Santa Maria and of course the birthday boy, Nico Aaron on the side. Well, Loy, you know, this game is really very important as both squads are surely fighting for and playing for some pride as we are on the tail end of our competition.
Well, I would like to agree with that. These two teams have nothing to lose now. But again, what they can do is just to play with their hearts out. And of course, they want to end the season on a good note and of course with a victory.
Exactly, playing with all their hearts. Well, let's see. And I know that both teams must have been really preparing. But let's take a look on their first match, on their first meeting here in the MPVA. And as we can see dito nga, sa unang pagtatapat ng dalawang kumpunan na to, ito, Valenzuela Classy defeated the Marikina Lady Shoe Masters in 3 sets over 1, 25-16, 25-18, 17-25, and 25-12. Well, let's see if this going to be a repeat or a revenge here for Marikina Lady Shoe Master. Again, for some, this game must have been nothing to lose, but I think both squads really preparing to end this competition on a very high note. As we can see here, Loisa on their first meeting, lamang dito ang Valenzuela on attacks, blocking, but what really very striking here is the 13 service aces of Valenzuela.
And in this very same battleground, as mentioned nga, Valenzuela won over Marikina. And it was the offenses with attacks and aces that gave the Valenzuela their win over Marikina. And both squads gave very high errors, but still, it was the team that gave fewer errors that made it to victory.
Exactly, and sabi ko nga, when everything seems pretty equal, the team who can actually minimize the errors will surely have an advantage. But meanwhile, ito, Lilet Nobayad, this is showing her and showing us the importance on having a very stable, a very steady middle blocker. And of course, the proven track record of Lilet Nobayad during the first round encounter kontra Marikina, nagtala nga ng 11 points, 8 on attacks, a block, and 2 aces. And surely be more than scoring, Lois, yung leadership at yung presensya dito ni Lilet Nobayad will surely be the game changer, the driving force for Valenzuela as they're looking forward for their back-to-back victory here in MPVA.
And she was also hailed as the queen of the court.
Well, let's see kung mauulit ba yan if she will become the queen of the court here contra Marikina, but surely Marikina wants to get their first W. But right now, Lois, let's take a look on the current standing of MPVA here. As we can see dito nga, Marikina again looking forward for their first W as we are about to close the second round of the eliminations.
So with the current team standings, we already have this established top 4 teams, and currently Quezon is now locked up at the top spot, followed by teams that are still chasing to move up to the team standings.
Well, everybody's really looking forward for this game. So without any further ado, let's turn you over to our venue game announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bacoor City Strike Gymnasium for Manny Pacquiao's Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association and Liga para sa lahat. For the first game of today's triple header features Valenzuela Classy versus WCC Marikina Ladies Gymnasters. Let us now meet the players for WCC Marikina Ladies Gymnasters, starting with their team captain, number 7, Bien Juanilio. First libero, number 19, Pia Sarmiento. Number 2, Cassandra Nasol. Number 3, Kyla Dumaran. Player number 5, Jerlyn Catalan. Number 9, Juliana Abulon. Number 10, Precious Cruz. Number 16, Bridget Martinez. Number 17, Gabriel Borja. Number 12, Micaela Javier. Number 22, Jasmine Domingo. And their second libero, Graisa Asne. And now let's meet the players for Valenzuela Classy, starting with their team captain, number 19, Abigail Duval. Their libero, number 4, Honey Lacerna. Player number 9, Ascricia Lero. Number 11, Lilet Mabayan. Number 12, Jaben Sabas. Number 13, Lara Clavano. Number 14, Jessica Estrella. Number 15, Sozan Ruslan. Number 16, Sonzi Dahab. Number 26, Shrika Espinosa. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our game officials for this match, number 68. Our first referee, Mr. Inaki Ramos. Second referee, Miss Michelle Salvo. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet the starters for both teams. First is for your Valenzuela Classy, starting with their team captain, number 19, Abigail Duval. Number 9, Ashriel Leto. Number 11, Lilet Mabayan. Number 15, Sozan Ruslan. Number 16, Sonzi Dahab. Number 26, Shika Espinosa. And their libero, number 4, Honey Lacerna. And now let's meet the starters for WCC Marikina Ladies Gymnasters, starting with their team captain, player number 7, Bien Juanilio. Player number 5, Jerlyn Catalan. Player number 10, Precious Chris. Player number 16, Bridget Martinez. Player number 21, Micaela Javier. Player number 22, Jasmine Domingo. And their libero, player number 20, Riza Asne. Coaching the Marikina Ladies Gymnasters is head coach, Revy Piquito.
Cast is complete. As we can see, Valenzuela, usual suspect. In their previous match, you have, of course, Mabayad and Dahab manning the middle here. Of course, Capitana Nubalero will do the playmaking. Raslan on the opposite. And Espinosa also will be a reliable wing spiker here with Lacerna will be on duty for the floor defense. And here for Marikina Shoemasters naman, Martinez, Capitano Juanillo, Catalan, Domingo, Javier, and Cruz, and Sarmiento will do the coverage here for Marikina. New faces cracking in here for Marikina Ladies Shoemasters. Well, let's see who will come out victorious. Again, both squad must have been really prepared because they're battling here for pride. And right now, Lois, sabi ko nga, for some, this may not, the win, whoever wins this game will not make drastic changes in our team standing, but for both squad, they are actually playing to keep their head held so high and for playing for pride.
And again, one team would want to continue their winning streak and the other would want to bounce back and get a taste of their first win.
Well, now let's see. As Noval mistimed that ball and she's gonna give a free ball.
She scrambled a little on that receive, but it was now picked up by Lacerna.
And there Raslan from the 5, scoring the first blood here for Valenzuela.
And Raslan found a good spot on that angle. On the side of Marikina, they need to work on their back defense and of course,
Yes.
bantayan itong mga performances ng Valenzuela.
That is a strong serve from Lero. Let's see. That will be an ace for her.
Valenzuela is starting off with a good service.
And if you're a player, Lois, sometimes, most of the time, you could actually use your services as a first form of attacks. During their last game nga ito, nakascore ng 13 aces, really challenging the service reception of Marikina.
And I think that's a commentator's jinx again.
But this time, Marikina, they really need to create their own point here, not relying on Valenzuela error, but this will be a free ball.
I think Valenzuela is a little hesitant on their reception. Hindi nila masyadong nadadala dito sa setter. But still, alive pa rin yung bola and now it's picked up by Marikina.
Long rally there as Martinez. No clutch on that attack.
Well, she miscalculated that one. Hindi siya nakapag-leap ng maayos and maybe the reason na nakailalim siya sa bola, resulting to mag-outside the bola.
And right now, Lois here, Marikina nga, they're hunting for their first win. And how hard it is, mentally as a player, we're already on the tail end of this competition. Still, you're looking for your first win here in the competition.
Well, they're up against by veteran players. Ito nga ang Valenzuela. So, hindi din natin sila masisisi na medyo mahirap nga din naman ang contender itong mga to. But however, they also have these players. We have Juanillo and also
yes.
Sarmiento. They have records as players that have played in the professional league. So, it's just time for them to step up and lead their team to a better game.
Exactly, and actually they could use those experiences, to their advantage right now. As let's see if they can convert this to a point. Espinosa digging that one. This will be an easy one, but no, a point here from Marikina.
Well, Noval did not decide to go over that ball, but still, it's too early pa naman. And now we have 3-3.
And it's really too early, as you can see both squads. Really, I feel as if that they're still trying to calculate, to check. Ito nga, inaaral pa nila yung defense at yung laro ng bawat kupunan.
And of course, in order for them na ma-counter to mga attacks, they have to familiarize themselves basing also dun sa previous match nila.
Patlaw, Espinosa, Lero, pinuntahan ulit si Raslan. No connection yet. As Cruz, Juanillo sa likod. Lero pupuntahan. 1-2 play! And it works.
And that 1-2 play is too early nga din sa set na to. Again, those plays, it happens when you least expect it.
Oh, yes. And right now, medyo mabagal pa yung facing ng ating game. But let's see as we move forward for sure. But that time, Domingo now. 2 points here for Marikina.
Even with that leap, Domingo was still able to get that through and also gain a point for Marikina.
And this time, here comes Martinez. They really need to work on their service reception if they wanted to create a play and really challenging the defense dito ng Valenzuela. Espinosa, easy point.
And I think again, ito sa Marikina's side, kailangan talaga nila adjustan itong mga defense patterns nila. Dapat yung pattern nila would be aligned dun sa offenses nitong Valenzuela.
And itong Aloy, you know, we haven't seen yet a strong attack. I mean, both all of the points we see from attacks are actually just like an off-speed attack.
And I wonder, I think they're still firing up.
Oh yes, let's see. Lero will try to set this ball to Espinosa. Espinosa again on that off-speed.
Well, we cannot really blame them if yun yung makakagain ng point para sa team nila. Even if it's not strong, as long as they think it will work, then they can do that.
Well, a point is still a point, whether it is a strong one or not. It still give you 1 point. Asraslan will try to serve here for Valenzuela. Good serve. But Juanillo, ganda ng reception doon. But this will be a free ball.
And that point work for Sonsi Dahab. Again, we're still trying to see yung mga points ni Dahab that are coming from powerful attacks. Because lately, nakikita natin, medyo off-speed lang yung mga palo niya eh.
Especially on the last game that we covered sa Valenzuela, we've really been waiting for Sonsi talaga, you know, for that strong, quick attack sa gitna. But let's see if there will be any connection dito with Lero and Dahab.
And it's a good coverage there by Marikina.
This time Espinosa, drop ball again, and it works for her.
And again, all you need is mag-isip lang naman kung saan, yung strategy mo, kung saan yung placement ng bola.
And now we'll be heading to our first technical timeout.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Entering today's match, the Marikina Lady Shoe Masters will be missing the services of most of their veterans, including Christine Morales and Tethys Taneo, due to prior commitments. But despite that, I spoke with assistant coach Vervi Pio Quinto, and she told me earlier that her belief in Marikina's young squad stays strong as they're currently playing with majority of their WCC core. She told me, I really believe in the strength and confidence of these girls. We have nothing to lose but everything to gain in this tournament. You know, she also told me that this is a challenge for the girls and a chance for them to be able to step up, especially in today's match without the services of their main leaders. And she said she knows this is a good grassroots program for her girls, for them to be able to develop better habits and play with more confidence and heart moving forward. Back to you, Jong and Lois.
Well, thank you for that report, Nico. Well, this will be a tough order for Marikina without, you know, those veteran players on the court, because dito nga, for Valenzuela, we see a balanced effort when it comes to scoring. But this will be a free ball now. Lero will try to set that ball to Shika.
And Shika's off-speed attacks are really working. So we cannot really blame them. But on the other hand, on the side of Marikina, if continuous yung nangyayari and Espinosa keeps on making a point through that attack, then they need to make adjustments on that.
Exactly. Well, kanina pa, I mean, 4 na puntos na dito si Shika. Still, they failed to adjust dun sa mga off-speed ni Shika. Meanwhile, Sonsi Dahab scoring an ace there.
And Sonsi Dahab is not only reliable with the front-line attacks, but also with the service aces.
And we know Sonsi Dahab is not the tallest of a middle blocker in the competition, but during her college days, you see the timing and the speed of Sonsi Dahab really works for LPU, as Lilet Mabayan already on board for Valenzuela.
And if Lilet Mabayan is already on the front line, then medyo deadly na yung mga attacks niya. That Marikina needs to nabantayan.
Exactly. Well, let's see If they can stop the veteran Lilet Mabayad, Lero, this will be an easy one. But let's see now. Lero again, pinuntahan Raslan sa likod, and this will be an error.
It was meant to be a good attack from Laslan, but outside nga lang.
But here in this game, we want to see a fired up Marikina because they're still searching for their first victory. And without Mirales, let's see who can finally have a break and help Marikina into a winning column.
And apart from Mirales, I think Taneo is also one of the key players that are not present today.
An early substitution here. Sabas, I think, for defense purposes, kaya pinasok itong si Javin Sabas as she will be serving here for Valenzuela.
But may I remind you, she's also one of the top scorers dito sa side ng Valenzuela.
Ang daming top scorers dito. And just on cue, puntos agad dito for Sabas.
And I don't think it's not only for defense, but also for the service line.
And right now, Lois, well, during their first game, itong Valenzuela, 13 aces kontra Marikina, and right now, 3 aces na. Yung natala nila dito.
And I think Marikina tried to save that ball, but of course we have Mabayad on the front line and she can really easily tower over that ball. Now we can see that Javen Savas from the previous match had 15 points, and it's really a huge point that contributed to the win of Valenzuela.
And right now, let's see if there will be any answer dito sa Marikina. This will be a free ball. Lero tries to connect to Lilet Mabayad. Drop ball ulit. And this will be a free ball. Raslan, kanino pupunta sa Lero? Pinuntahan. Kapitana Abigail Nubal.
And we'll see how Marikina can adjust to that.
Oh!
Another smart move coming from Nuval. And I think Marikina did not really anticipate that one. And they need to be prepared for that. Because Valenzuela is also known as, their players are also known for playing with the smart moves.
Oo. And right now, there is a no-sweat attack coming from Kapitana Nobal. At heavy services din dito si Javin Sabas. Really destroying, just like that, the service reception ng Marikina.
And that's a back row attack there. And we have a good angle from Nuval.
And still here, Valenzuela will still be leading us to our second technical timeout. But meanwhile, this extreme spike of the set is brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
'Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Ten-point advantage here from Valenzuela contra Marikina. And Valenzuela right now, I feel as if Lois that they really wanted to have this back-to-back victories. They haven't experienced that here in the competition. And again, they wanted to be on that situation as Javin Sabas continues to serve here for Valenzuela.
And if I were Marikina, dapat ito pa lang na time na to, nagsishow na sila ng mga kaya pa nilang gawin because again, they want a comeback win from their loss against Valenzuela.
But let's see now. This will be, still, the ball is still alive. This will be a free ball. Dito, Lero. Pinuntahan ulit Kapitana. Masyadong na baby ni Nuval. And that will be error from Valenzuela.
Because they really, I think it's a good attempt from Nuval because as you can see nga kanina with the smart moves and off-speed attacks, drop ball, nakaka-gain sila ng point. However, yun nga, it won't always work.
This time, I think with the 7 points dito na Marikina, 4 of those galing sa error dito ng Valenzuela. Again, free ball ang bibigay dito ng Marikina sa Valenzuela. Lero, pinuntahan, binalikan ulit. Kapitana! And that will be a point for her.
I think Juanillo tried to block that one. During her college years, si Juanillo isa din sa mga best blockers from LPU.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's really too much for her dun sa attack ni Abigail Noval.
And itong si Juanillo, I mean, imagine, you know, the pressure that Juanillo has. I mean, Marikina haven't have any win here, and as a captain, you should lead the way and encourage and motivate your team.
I would like to agree with that. Well, mahirap rin naman talaga mag-carry ng team. And it's not always na isang tao lang ang mag-boost ng team, yung moral ng team. It should be everybody.
Well, let's see if we can see a balanced effort here. A good start here for Marikina, scoring their first ace in this tournament.
And I hope that ace can boost the morale of the team because they can also compete with the service aces.
But of course, we want to see yung palaban ng Marikina dito, and of course for Valenzuela to give us, you know, an intense match. I know they're both fighting for pride here. As Raslan, this will be good dig there. Martinez now.
If they really want to avenge themselves, the time is now.
Oh. Yeah, and no touch. That will be a point for Marikina.
And so Marikina should take advantage of the errors na meron itong Valenzuela because they're up by 7 points. And mahirap habulin yun. Again, volleyball, kukuha ka lang ng point 1 by 1.
And also for Marikina dito, they aside from they need to create their own point, they also need to minimize their errors during their first meeting contra Valenzuela. 4 sets lang, but they've actually given 31 free points dito as Juanillo already on the board here for Marikina.
And you need to see more of that from Juanillo. She's really a good leader. However, it's just a matter of how these players, how her teammates would accept and also challenge themselves na hindi lang si Juanillo yung dapat nag-create ng point for the team.
Exactly, and Juanillo really very vocal talaga as a team captain. Meanwhile, ito si Ubal, smart play.
It's not much of a powerful spike pero na-deceive niya pa rin itong si Juanillo because it's really close to the line.
And right now, Lois, I feel dito, Valenzuela already understanding the defense pattern of Marikina. They're actually most of their attacks coming off speed lang, outsmarting the defense dito ng Marikina.
But I think Marikina can really take advantage of the errors. And speaking of errors, Sonsida committed one.
Dito pa, first set pa lang, 8 errors na, 8 libreng puntos na yung binigay ng Valenzuela sa Marikina.
And from their previous match, both teams, ang laki din ng percentage talaga ng mga errors nila eh. As far as I know, and from my experience, dapat ang errors na nakocommit ng isang team would be isang digit lang eh. Hindi dapat siya nagiging double digit.
But right now, Martinez scoring an ace there. 5 na lang hinahabol dito from 10-point lead advantage. 5 na lang hinahabol dito ng Marikina.
Noval attempted that back row hit.
But well, in all fairness here for Marikina, yes, most of their points coming from sa errors dito ng Valenzuela, but they're able to contain their errors. 3 errors pa lang here on the side of the Lady Shoe Masters.
Dapat bantayan talaga ito ng Marikina because they have good attackers.
And here, Lloyd, dito, kung di man maka-ace ang Valenzuela, but poor service reception.
And again, the unforced errors. You have to take in mind that Valenzuela is a team with good service. So in order to counter that, we have Sarmiento. So she also needs to step up.
And right now, let's see if Juanillo and her squad can finally break into the winning column. But that will be an error for Valenzuela.
And Valenzuela is just keeps on just giving free points dito sa Marikina. And hindi ka again dapat maging complacent.
As right now, Raslan, good reception. Sabas, Martinez sa likod. Well, that is a good coverage. Juanillo Oh, that will be a violation, overreaching violation. Ang tinawag dito nating first referee.
Now we have Sonsidab now on the service line.
Still a good serve, and it catches the line. Another ace for Sonsi Dab.
And she did redeem herself from her previous service na hindi nag-over kanina.
And right now, this will be a timeout for the Lady Shoemasters. Let's listen in.
Sean, may iba ka naman spiker sa harap. Kung wala masyadong pahirapan, si Ben muna. Okay. Kung pinakaalanganin na, wala ka na talaga no choice, doon bigay kay Ben. Okay? Guys, nandun na kayo! Laban nyo! Alam nyo, yung sunod-sunod na error, galing lang naman sa depensa eh. Nandyan na tayo, trabahuin natin. Ikaw, paghirapan mo yung blockings mo. Okay?
So this Marikina Lady Shoemasters were instructed na ma-motivate dito sa kanilang mga ginagawa. And also to keep the energy of Juanillo. She was also referring to the set distribution na hindi lang dapat kay Juanillo to keep her energy.
Exactly, because if they're be going to Juanillo, mababantayan yan. But meanwhile, magandang pasok dito ni Dumaran.
And Dumaran was able to get that through. Kahit may blockers, hindi lang na-anticipate itong Valenzuela with the coverage. Or nobody attempted to get that ball.
But right now, yes, Marikina really need to play perfect volleyball here, but they may not be able to get this set. But what's important dito, Lois, is that they get the momentum, so they could carry that into the second set.
And in order to get the momentum, they need to enjoy every point. And also, to take in mind kung ano yung mga roles nila and yung distribution nung kanilang mga areas and spaces.
And we hope that they able to get a lot of takeaways dito, as Valenzuela already on set point here. Estrella, pinuntahan nila ito, bakit masyadong malayo sa net?
And I think medyo may complacency dito sa side ng Valenzuela. And we haven't really seen much of their powerful attacks.
And there's really no room for complacency. But let's see if they can end this one. Pinuntahan, Kapitana. No clutch on that attack.
And maling release lang ng power yung nagawa nito ng Naval. But again, they're just 1 point away from clinching this set.
And sometimes in volleyball nga, the hardest point is the last point. And let's see kung paano gagawa ng paraan dito. Another point! A block point for Bien Juanillo.
And it's good that Juanillo was able to read that ball so well. Ganda ng anticipation niya sa bola. And she saw na ito nga si Babayad yung isa sa mga dapat bantayan dito.
Well, right now, here, Marikina gaining some momentum. 1-2 play! No, it's still alive! This will be a hard ball, and this set will go to Valenzuela Clase. And this time, a balanced scoring, really the factor, the driving force dito for Valenzuela. 25-19.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
And Valenzuela finally getting the first set contra Marikina. That is, I must say, a balanced ball distribution dito for Valenzuela as Espinosa, Noval, and Sabas leading the way for the Valenzuela Classic.
And it's Valenzuela's winning attitude and keeping it cool type of plays yung nagbigay sa kanila ng panalo dito. They have this strategy of just conserving the energy and they won over with their smart plays.
But I like the fact that they're conserving energy. I love the idea, but right now, kita natin on the statistics, double-digit errors yung nabigay dito ng Valenzuela to Marikina.
And despite the double-digit errors, they still managed to get a win. And of course, they dominated with the attacks and of course, aces na kanina pa natin nakikita. And it's really evident dito sa set na ito.
Well, 13 aces so yung naitala ng Valenzuela during their first encounter. Right now, they already have 4. Let's see if they can exceed that service aces as we're now heading to our second set. Shika Espinosa, 5 puntos na. First set pa lang, well imagine, activating Shika Espinosa, you still have Lilet na bayad, Sabas, and of course Kapitana Noval. Imagine, Lois, if magsabay-sabay itong apat na to, they will be the big thorns here on the side of Marikina.
And now it's good that somebody's stepping up more than just Noval and Mabayad. And now na-appreciate natin itong performance ni Shika.
And for sure, to Marikina, they've been scouting the top scorers dito ng Valenzuela, which is Noval, you have Mabayad, and Sabas. And it is a surprise that you have Shika Espinosa, really an additional confusion na babantayan dito sa net defense ng Marikina.
And if they're really scouting, they need to take note kung ano yung mga dapat nilang bantayan and areas to improve on, especially while basing on their previous match nung nakaraan.
And during the timeout nga, kita natin a very serious coaching staff and players for Marikina. The question now, Loy, if they can translate that into action. But right now, no answer dito sa mga off-speed ni Kapitana.
And if I were Marikina, if continuous yung ginagawa nitong Valenzuela with their off-speed attack, they just need to be attentive.
Because, I mean, of course, you cannot discredit itong Valenzuela sa atake nila. It's not just they're really reading the defense of Marikina really well.
And Marikina, dapat hindi sila mag-lie low dito because Valenzuela will keep on making a point.
And right now, of course, we're expecting here your Kapitana Bien Juanillo, but right now she'll be on deck to serve. So let's see kung kanino pupunta itong si Cruz for offense.
But it's still a good service from Juanillo. Na-disrupt niya yung play nitong Valenzuela.
But 1-2 play will not work here. Another opportunity here for Marikina. Easy one. Pinuntahan nila na bayad. But this time, deflected by Javieras Martinez again. Long rally here.
Reslan will try a back row attack. It was picked up by Juanillo. And we'll see how this ball...
And this is the longest rally so far as Noval again scoring a point for Valenzuela.
As you can see, there's just smile on the faces of Valenzuela. They're just enjoying the point, enjoying the game.
And imagine, Loy, able to defeat the inaugural season silver medalist, which is Negros. Imagine, the adrenaline na mabibigay sa inyan.
It feels fulfilling at the same time.
Definitely. That mindset na yes, I was able to defeat the reigning silver medalist actually will give you a lot of motivation that you can. But this time, pinuntahan muli dito on the open and Sabas touches that one.
And this time, dapat maisip ng Marikina na again, we have a placement from last season and dapat ma-maintain namin and to get a win and a comeback nga.
Exactly. They're our reigning bronze medalists. And imagine the run na ginawa dito ng Marikina during our inaugural season. So, I mean, they have the history of winning games and being the dark horse. So, they need to remember, tama ka dyan, who they are.
And they need to be reminded of their abilities, kung paano nila may execute.
And of course, Lilet Nabayad, the very good, the veteran with a proven track record. Of course, during her collegiate days, somebody touches the net. Puntos dito sa Marikina.
And if I am Marikina, I need to take advantage of those errors.
Definitely, 11 na puntos yung binigay dito ng Valenzuela sa Marikina. Almost half of the set. So half of the set na lang tatabuhin ng Marikina, but they failed to take advantage during the first set.
And for the side of Marikina, they need to set the tone for this game. They have to have the mindset na dapat ma-avenge nila to. And again, they gained the point.
Exactly, but dito, a much better showing dito for the Marikina Lady Shoemaster. Let's see if that will continue. Good first ball. Pinuntahan, Kapitana ulit. Let's see if she can score another point. It is Beng Dog. Let's see now. Sonsi Dahab received that one. Pinuntahan, Raslan. This will be an easy one. Kapitana Noval, Raslan ulit. Free ball. Let's see if Cruz can take advantage on this easy ball. And this will be a point for Marikina.
And it's not really a perfect set, but that spiker was able to make adjustments on that one and gain a point.
At yun yung gusto nating makita dito sa Lady Shoemasters, reading the defense ng opponent nila. Yung adjustment nga na hinihingi mo kanina pa, Lois.
I think they just need a driving force to be motivated para gumalaw ng maayos dito sa game na to.
Because you cannot question the skills dito ng Marikina. I mean, they will not be lined up without any reason. So let's see now, good block. Nakablock dito ang Marikina. Good net defense now and floor defense on the side of the Lady Shoemasters. Let's see now if they can convert a point here.
Sayang sana, but again, it was a net touch violation. And sometimes kasi pag medyo naging aggressive ka na, hindi mo na namamalayan and nakokontrol.
Exactly, but right now, a very close second set. Masyadong malapit sa net.
And mahirap naman talaga adjustan yung ganong set.
But this time, lamang dito ang Valenzuela ng isa. And if you're Marikina, you really need to minimize your errors here right now. 1-2 play will not work. Free ball now. Kanino pupunta? Cruz pumunta sa gitna. And that will be a good shot there for Marikina.
And Javier, kanina ko pa siya nakikita. She's really, marunong siya magbasa ng bola.
Oh, yeah.
And kahit hindi ganun kalakas yung palo niya, alam niya pa rin yung placement.
And now, activated now. It's really very important you activate your middle. And Javier and Juanillo here for Marikina already activated. Let's see Cruz pupuntahan. This will be a hard set.
And now, we're now seeing some strong attacks from Valenzuela.
But that is a good spike from Susan Raslan, and this extreme spike of the set is brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances. And we know during the first set, Loy, it's really a very dominating Valenzuela. Do you sense any complacency right now here on the side of Valenzuela Classic?
Well, kung ganito din ang kalapit yung score, then I think meron din talaga. But I cannot blame them because nanalo na sila previously and also they now have a 1-point lead.
And right now, we'll be heading to our first technical timeout.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Action resumes here in Manny Pacquiao's MPVA. Now for the Valenzuela Classy, more than starting strong, what's important to them in the latter part of this tournament is how they finish. And they want to do that with wins in their remaining games. Ang goal talaga namin, maganda yung maipakita sa mga natitirang laro namin dito sa MPVA. That's what one of their main players, Shika Espinosa, told me when I spoke with her earlier. She even added, bilang isang player, malaking tulong sa akin at sa team ko ang MPVA dahil mas marami akong natututunan sa sarili ko at sa mga teammates ko. Malaking bagay din sa moral namin na strong finish dito sa liga kasi gusto pa rin namin patunayan na kayang-kaya pa rin namin makipagsabayan at madala namin ito sa mga future tournaments namin. For Valenzuela, Classy, and Chica Espinosa, it's about ending this tournament on a high note. Back to you, Jong and Lois.
Well, exactly the point there, Birthday Boy. You know, sometimes that it's not how you start the game, but it's really how you finish the game. And both squads dito nga on a mission on finishing the elimination and on a high note stronger. But let's see if Valenzuela will allow Marikina to taste their first victory here in the MPVA. Good reception. Sabas pupuntahan. Good dig. What happened there?
I think the set is just too much. Hindi niya na-calculate yun.
Sayang yung dig na yun.
And on the side of Valenzuela, hindi sila, I think there's really complacency here. They keep on making errors. And the errors in volleyball equates to the point of the opponent.
And just on cue there, Lois. Ito nga, another service error. Yes, Valenzuela already registered 6 aces dito kontra Marikina, but the error, especially from the service line, is really too much. Especially nandito pa lang tayo sa early part ng second set.
And of course, Marikina, they also know how to make a point. So hindi dapat maging
Yes.
complicated lang itong Valenzuela.
And there, meanwhile, Sabas, who has compiled Lois 126 total points, and right now, Valenzuela's leading scorer this season, already have 4 points here right now. Free ball!
Good pick up there by Sabas.
Oh, that will be out. Too much angle, too wide from Espinosa.
And that's just too much for Espinosa. Too much power on that ball for Espinosa. But as you can see, kahit nagkamali sila, they're just really enjoying they're making fun of it pa nga.
But this time, Juanillo serving good for Marikina. Chica Espinosa. Martinez masyadong malapit. Patnagawa ng paraan.
Those errors, medyo crucial nga talaga yon dito sa part ng Marikina, especially with the setting.
But Martinez again will try. Sabas, coverage is present. Domingo, pupuntahan Martinez. Let's see if she can convert a point right now. No! As Sabas nandun sa likod, acting as if she's a libero.
That's just too short, but na-manage pa rin to get the ball through.
Chica Espinosa on that smart attack will not work as Martinez.
And I'd say it was the first rally of Valenzuela and Marikina. At syempre medyo nakakahingal din naman talaga yun. So,
I mean, for the past 4 sequences yata, ito, Martinez doing the job for Marikina. At mabantayan na rin ng net defense dito ng Valenzuela. This will be a good ball. Martinez naman sa opposite pumalo, but not her comfortable position. But there is a violation. Loy on the side of Valenzuela.
and I can see Sarmiento celebrating that one. It's a blessing in disguise.
Yes. Martinez now serving their good serve.
Marikina knows when to put power on their aces. So they need to take advantage of that. We need to see more of that.
And sometimes if you cannot score an ace, but, I mean, even just to destroy yung service reception so that the setter cannot make a play is really a big help for you.
I agree with that.
Domingo now, pupuntahan. That will be an easy one. Sabas really doing a wonderful job on the service reception. But another error na naman here for Chica Espinosa.
And there are just exchanges of errors for both squads.
At isa nga lang yung kalamangan dito. And if you're Marikina, you would like to take advantage of this complacency, not helping them.
I think it was meant to be a good service.
Oh, yes.
But she miscalculated that one and it did not go over.
Masyadong mababa yung release doon. Liliat mabayad naman. A floater serve, Domingo. A violation.
Marikina is struggling with their setting. We have Pia Sarmiento na maganda magbigay ng bola. Her pass is really good. And she's really known for that. But sayang lang because of the setting.
And another service error dito for Valenzuela, Classy. And we're right now, Loy, already halfway through in the second set. Do you still sense some sense of complacency dito on the side of Valenzuela? Because this is not the Valenzuela team that we know during the first set.
I Yes, because currently di mo ang lapit na ng score as compared dun sa first set natin kanina. And I think too much confidence and
Oh,
yun nga,
yes.
complacency can be lethal dito sa game na to.
And right now, you know what? 14 points dito for both squads. Half of their points are actually errors ng kanilang opponent. But meanwhile, tying things up there. Another point here for Marikina Lady Shoe Masters.
The Valenzuela class, you have the option to maintain yung performance nila from their previous
Oh, yes.
game. And for Marikina, with the long time since nakalaban nila itong Valenzuela, they should have prepared already. Dapat meron na silang mga counter and they have studied their opponents by this time.
Exactly the point. You already you already have an encounter during the first round of the eliminations, and you must have been really preparing para matalo nga itong Valenzuela. But right now, I feel as if that there's no adjustment made here on the side of Lady Shoe Masters, as Sonsi Dahab will give out a free ball.
And it's still the smart moves na nagbibigay ng puntos dito para sa Valenzuela.
And because of that, we'll be heading to our second technical timeout.
Sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
And action never sleeps here in the marching band capital of the Philippines, Bacoor. November 11, Monday, we're going to see Quezon going against Negros at 11:30 in the morning in Caloocan. And at 2 p.m., we'll try to challenge Rizal. And for our last match at 4 p.m., the host, Bacoor City, will try to give another defeat dito to San Juan Lady Knights. And November 13, still here at the Bacoor Strike Gymnasium, Marikina at 2 p.m., we'll go against Caloocan City, and at 4 p.m. for our last match, Valenzuela would like to continue their winning streak contra Rizal.
It's a rotation error there for Marikina.
And right now, Lois, errors been piling up here on the side for both squads actually, but here Marikina, 10 points ang error, second set alone.
And it's important na ma-minimize yung mga errors nito, and especially itong rotation error. So, it's an easy point for the opponents kahit wala ka namang masyadong ginagawa.
Well, I really don't know what's going on their heads right now, Loy. I've never been a player, but you were actually. So, if you're, on situations like this, Loy, when errors been piling up and there's really some complacency, how do you adjust yourself in this kind of situation?
Well, for the complacency, I don't think may mindset ako na ganun eh.
Oh,
But
yeah.
of course, lahat naman ng opponents natin, hindi dapat ina-underestimate. So, I think kung anong performance mo from the previous game, how you deal with that, and how you perform, dapat consistent lang siya to every game or every
Exactly.
team that you're facing.
The moment that you step inside the court, the killer instinct should be there. But right now, Sonsi Dahab dito, Loy, tatlong aces na for this middle blocker.
But Nasol misread that one.
And timeout now here will be called for the Marikina Lady Shoe Masters. Let's listen in.
Okay. Kas, mas mataas na sa'yo yung bola, nasa likod ka. That's outside already. Logic. Hindi mo na kailangan talunin. Kayo naman, kayong dalawa yung magka-diagonal. Okay? Hindi si Kas ang ka-diagonal mo. Kasi, siya dapat yung 4. 2 ka pa din, pero ikaw yung setter. Diba? Kakaiba.
Well, that time out, coach is reminding the Marikina Lady Shoe Masters about the basics and of course yung logic nga kanina nung measurement sa bola when it comes to service and also yung familiarity mo kapag alam mong outside na yung bola.
Oo. And that time, I am happy that Nasol didn't take the chance to get that ball because that is way obvious to be outside.
That's correct. So kanina medyo dapat outside na yun
Oo. But right now, I must say, Sonsi Dahab is really doing a wonderful job on the service deck. Meanwhile, Sabas adjusting.
Nas mentioned nga kanina itong performance ng Valenzuela, balance na sila eh.
Oh.
But there's just too much error ngayon.
8 errors na for Valenzuela, 1 milyo. This will not be a successful one. 5 service errors na yung Valenzuela dito, but this time, easy point there for Kapitana.
Even with the adjustment, Vanilla still made that ball through and nakapuntos pa rin siya. I think she saw the spot. She saw the spaces.
And sabi ko nga, sometimes in volleyball, it is not every day, it is not every game that you're gonna get a wonderful set or a good set, so you really need to adjust, especially if you're an outside hitter. Meanwhile, Jeannie Sabas, speaking of a good adjustment, scoring a point there for Valenzuela.
Of course, you can never go wrong with Sabas. If you gave her a ball, magagawa niya ng paraan and always makakagawa ng puntos para sa kanyang team.
And right now, I know that she's on a mission right now to help Valenzuela Clase repeat over Marikina for another victory.
Unfortunately, may isa na namang error dito sa side ng Valenzuela. Just when we thought...
And because of that, 6 errors na from the service deck alone. Yung naitala dito ng Valenzuela, Chica Espinosa, Martinez, andon for depensa.
And that 1-2 play work for Marikina. Hindi na nagkakalayo masyado yung mga scores nila dito. And I think it's a progress for Marikina.
Exactly. Isang puntos na inahabol dito ng Marikina. Really big improvement compared nung first set natin. Jeannie Saba sa likod.
Ang ganda ng blockings ni Tony Javier. She knows how to read the ball. And kung walang coverage dito sa side ng Valenzuela, they would really scramble.
And because of that, ito namang Valenzuela, ang tatawag ng timeout. Let's listen in. And meanwhile here, you can see Liliet Mabayad, not just an ate or the leader in scoring here for Valenzuela, but right now even acting as if she is the coach here for the Valenzuela Clase. And meanwhile, dito Lois, ang kailangan lang gawin dito ng Valenzuela, maybe this timeout would freeze the momentum of Marikina.
And I hope they would be reminded of what they're capable of.
Of course.
If they once dominated the Marikina, kaya ulit nilang gawin yun.
And all they need to do right now, first assignment dito ng Valenzuela is to minimize their error, especially from the service line. It is already 6.
And it's a huge point.
Oh, yes. But this time, Martinez, Domingo, and Javier will be on duty on scoring dito for Marikina because this will be a free ball. Let's see what will be the play here. And ngayon, lamang na ang Marikina Lady Shoe Masters dito kontra Valenzuela. What's happening here right now, Lois, for Valenzuela?
I don't think ganun ka naka-help yung timeout nila kanina, but I hope ma-remind lang sila of again what they're capable of. But itong Marikina, I can see na nagpa-progress na sila, na-understand na nila itong mga duties nila inside the court. And again, the jinx. And another error, another all 21 for both squads.
All 21 locked at 21. Both squads, 11 errors dito, second set alone. As Clavano, of course, their main setter, is back here for the Valenzuela Clase for the setting duties.
And it's really amazing how that service can make a difference with the performance of the opponents.
And right now, dito Martinez finally getting her first point on a attack. And I see some celebration kanina after pumuntos dito ni Martinez.
And I'd say it's now one of the strong attacks dito sa
Oh,
side
yeah.
ng Marikina na dapat makikita natin.
But this time, this will be a free ball. Paano yung maging laro dito? Mabayad? No! Another opportunity there for Clabano. Raslan will give a free ball to Marikina. Easy pick up. And this time, Juanilio Domingo pupuntahan dito for another opportunity for Valenzuela.
And we can see na hindi na talaga ganun kalalakas yung mga exchanges nila ng palo.
Another free ball, but this time miscalculated by Susan Raslan.
Well, Valenzuela, hindi dapat sila maging complacent sa round na ito.
And because of that, this is a much-needed timeout for Valenzuela. Way really different, Loy, compared to the Valenzuela Classic that we've witnessed, who defeated the silver medalist Negros. Right now, there's really so much complacency dito sa Valenzuela Classic. And here comes Letna Bayad, very animated on that timeout as Mabayad, Raslan, and Clavano talking on what kind of play yung gagawin nila dito because 2 puntos ang kailangan nilang habulin dito sa Marikina. Pero 2 puntos na nga lang ang kailangan dito ng Marikina to get and to tie things up with 1 set apiece here contra Valenzuela. What changes here on the side of Marikina?
I think it's the motivation and driving force na meron itong Marikina because they're driven by wanting to break the winning column. So, dapat maintindihan ng Valenzuela na they also wanted to win. They also have their own motivations.
Oh, rotational fault been called there from Power for second referee, but here comes si coach tried to clear things out, but yeah, admitting that there is really a rotational fault on the side of the Lady Shoemasters.
And these errors are very unlikely to happen.
And because of that error, I mean, just 1 point na lang kinakailangan dito ng Valenzuela to tie things at 23. But still some discussions and clarifications here. Checking their possession. But this is really hard to avoid kind of fault. But how do you avoid yung mga rotational errors na tinatawag ng ating second referee when you're still
There's
a player?
also an option to ask the referee kung tama ba yung position. And also, in some cases, may mga statisticians yung mga team to know kung ano na yung mga rotation nila.
But why do you sometimes forgot your position?
Kasi 'di ba they're switching in terms of sa volleyball position, may mga switching in order to conduct yung mga plays. And sometimes nakakalimutan yun ng mga players because they're too fired up para makabawi or ma-execute yung mga play.
And more than the position na pwede makalimutan, here comes a very loose and clumsy florid defense on the side of Valenzuela. Sayang, that should have been just a free ball, but it turned out to be a point here for the Lady Shoemasters.
So now Marikina is still at the set point. There are pressures for both squads kasi itong Marikina, they want to end this on a good note and hopefully mas okay kasi kapag straight sets. But as you can see, may pressure din sa side ng Marikina because sila yung naghahabol because there's a 1-set advantage now on the side of Valenzuela.
And Chica Espinosa giving Valenzuela their 8th service aces here in this match. Good serve, let's see. And another ace and closing the set for Valenzuela is Chica Espinosa on that back-to-back service aces.
Just when we thought Marikina could already get this point, tinigilan naman ito ni Espinosa.
Another strong serve coming from Chica Espinosa. But an error really killing the opportunity here for Marikina to get and snatch this set contra Valenzuela. And just like that, isang set na lang kinakailangan dito ng Valenzuela to get their back-to-back victory, 26-24.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
An extended set here in the second set, 26-24. And just when we thought that Marikina could contain on minimizing their errors, both squads actually half of their points coming off an error for Valenzuela and Marikina.
Well, that performance for Valenzuela, I would say na hindi yun yung pinaka-solid performance nila, but they still managed to clinch the second set. And for this one, I think there's just too much complacency dito sa set na ito. As you can see, napakarami pa rin nilang binigay ng opponent errors to Marikina, and that gave a point to Marikina at napakalaking point pa rin nun para maging almost na makuha nitong Marikina itong set na ito.
Exactly, and just when everything seems to be pretty equal, you know, errors could be actually the game changer for both squads. So it is the team who can actually minimize their errors would surely have the advantage here. But let's see if there will be any adjustment. Dito for both squad, first assignment would be, I feel that they really need to minimize their errors. And second, for Marikina, they really need to look for someone because right now, Lois, I cannot see somebody here, someone on the side of Lady Shoemaster who can actually be the spark plug and could be the cornerstone dito for scoring. So they really need to find that person for the Lady Shoemasters if they really wanted to extend this match.
Of course, they need to be pushed to their limits because they also have the abilities to play and also maka-execute ng mga performance. But there should be precise and accurate na mga actions laban dito sa Valenzuela.
And also right now here, Valenzuela, 9 service aces already. And Marikina should also strengthen their service reception. One of the reasons kaya hindi nakapag-convert ng play is that poor service reception on the Lady Shoemasters.
And dito sa side ng Marikina, parang nagugulat sila kapag binibigyan sila ng mga off-speed na bola. So hindi sila ganun ka-attentive. Again, dapat na-overcome na nila to from set 1 and set 2.
But right now, let's see if they can translate all the instruction there after the second set. as Juanillo. Oh! And finally scoring a point there for Marikina Lady Shoemasters.
And Vanilla is just really showing her powerful attacks dito sa Valenzuela.
And we hope that that could be the start here for the Lady Shoemasters. Na magtuloy-tuloy yung puntos nila dito. As Noval will give an easy one here for the Lady Shoemasters. Raslan, this will be an opportunity, another opportunity there for the Lady Shoemasters. Strong one coming from Martinez.
A good pick up there. Free ball from Sarmiento.
Let's see, ulit at mabayad. Ginawa ng paraan, pero masyado mababa yung set. And that look after that awkward set, that look of Lilet Obahay to Clavano, kita mo yung disappointment niya.
But again, they're still enjoying and just laughing off the errors that they got.
And this one, Sabas, ganda ng reception dito ni Sabas kanina pa. Patraslan, scoring another point for the Valenzuela Classic.
And ngayon, Raslan is now showing off. Kanina medyo hindi natin siya maramdaman. But now, it's nice na meron siyang comeback with a good attack.
And right now, Lois, kita mo, former teammates mo din. Itong Sonsi Dahab at Ben Juanillo magkaharap ngayon dito sa gitna. So do you think there's some advantage and disadvantage, especially if both teammates is naghaharap dito, especially itong dalawang middle blocker na to?
Of course, may advantage talaga yon for both kasi familiar sila sa skills and how these players perform. But also disadvantage din yon because again, familiar ka nga. So, alam mo, kailangan mo makaisip ng bagong paraan kung paano niya hindi malalaman itong mga gagawin mong attacks and actions.
But this time, Monillo scoring another point, and I think talagang hindi blinak dito ni Sonsi, kanyang former teammate. But yeah, still a point there coming from for Bien Juanillo.
Apart from that, I think nag-net touch din itong si Noval.
Oo. But right now, if I'm going to ask you, who's your bias here as both teams? Teammate mo to, Juanillo and Daha. But of course, Lloyd, just wanna save you from that question, so I'm gonna free you to answer that one. As Juanillo scoring an ace, her first ace here in this match.
I just hope that both of them will perform at their best.
Oo. Again, itong si Jivin Sabas, ganda ng pinapakita sa likod. But wasted opportunity coming from Sonsi Dahab.
And again, the errors are piling up on the side of Valenzuela. And they need to minimize those errors.
Juanillo still serving here for Marikina Lady Shoemasters. Clavano pupunta sa opposite. Raslan!
And Raslan again, nararamdaman na naman natin yung presence niya dito sa game.
And this extreme spike of the set is brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
And it's nice na makakita din itong going back lang kay Dahab and kay Juanillo. Parehas silang merong NCAA Best Middle Blocker Award.
So it's a battle of NCAA Best Middle Blocker as Dahab and Juanillo facing off here in this match.
And again, itong Valenzuela, Marikina is already taking advantage of the errors na meron itong Valenzuela. So, we'll see.
But good dig. But this time, Martinez naman, nobody's home for Valenzuela.
And the errors there. I think Sonsi Dam will be able to execute a very powerful attack if sobrang precise lang and made para sa kanya yung set ng isang setter.
Exactly. And I think Lavana and Sonsi Dab still finding that signal, that connection to help Sonsi Dab to be formidable inside the net, inside the court rather. But meanwhile, Marikina will be leading us to our first technical timeout.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Nagbabalik ang MPVA, ang liga para sa lahat. As long as you have a dream, continue to fight for it. Learn from every experience and build from them. Because as young players, that's what makes you better. Those are the constant reminders of assistant coach Revy Pio Quinto and head coach Andy Fiel to their young squad. For assistant coach Revy, the Marikina coaching staff said they want to join the MPVA. More than winning, one of their main goals has been to develop the grassroots volleyball program of Marikina and their youthful squad of WCC players. Lagi namin pinapaalala sa girls na no pressure dapat sa laro. Ang importante, gamitin natin ang MPVA bilang isang learning ground. I want these girls to learn from this, especially since it is a semi-pro tournament. We want them to have a good foundation as athletes and more importantly, as people, to carry good values both on and off the court as they mature. For the young Marikina Lady Shoemasters, it's about lessons from the sport of volleyball that they can carry whether they decide to go pro or in any venture they choose to do in life. Back to you, Jong and Lois.
Well, thank you for that report, Nico. And exactly that has been the goal of MPVA. Lois, of course, more than winning the game, of course, it's really important to win a match. But, we are helping to develop the grassroots of Philippine volleyball. And that's why we're bringing a lot of athletes here, whether it's a veteran or a local talent, to showcase their talent and sport here in the MPVA.
And it's nice how they wanted this to be their learning ground. And also, of course, exposure to.
Oh, definitely.
And again, considering na young team nga tong mga players dito, composed of WCC players, it's nice na ito yung motivation nila. And not only to win, but also to learn.
Exactly. And, in the pool composition of players here in the MPVA are veterans, we have collegiate players, and we have local talent. So basically, Lois, they're learning from one another, and that has been a very good venue here in the MPVA. But meanwhile, ito Martinez, actually, especially in the latter part of the second set, we saw Martinez actually working really fine on her conversion sa mga atake niya.
Medyo evident na din naman itong mga performances ng Marikina. I think comfortable na sila maglaro ngayon. Hindi na sila masyadong tense. And medyo na-execute na nila at meron ng connection itong mga performances nila.
Here, but so far, wala pang error dito ang Marikina. And right now, Valenzuela with 5. So meaning, half of the point dito ng Marikina actually galing sa errors dito ng Valenzuela. And that's what we've been waiting for, Lloyd. The strong and quick attack of Sonsi Dahab.
And we have been hoping for that attack for so long. At ngayon nakita natin dito, I think tamang execution ng set yon.
Exactly. And because of that, the extreme spike of the set is brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances. Ginawa ng paraan, Sonsi Dahab. Receiving that one, Javin Sabas. Back-to-back error coming from Sabas.
And again, these errors. And I appreciate how Marikina tries to minimize their errors. And in that way, they would be able to take advantage of the errors that Valenzuela is giving to them.
Certainly. And yun nga, commentator Jinx na naman tayo dito, Loy. First error ng Marikina here in the third set.
And I'm so sorry for that. But of course, dapat consistency yung meron sa utak nitong mga players na ito.
And Sabas still appearing to be the leading scorer ng Valenzuela with 9 points. Pupuntahan Juanillo. Let's see, Mabaya deflecting that attack. Juanillo again. Nuval on that strong cross-court kill.
Sobrang ganda nung approach ni Nuval. As you can see, the distribution of power from that leap.
And because of that, this extreme spike of the set is brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances. Kapitana Noval, 8 points already. Sabas with 9, Espinosa with 7, and Raslan with 6.
And I think nag-iinit na talaga itong Valenzuela. They're now showcasing kung ano talaga yung mga totoong performance nila.
And after that ace, 10 aces na nga itong Valenzuela. Make that 11 aces here in this match for Javin Sabas.
And on the side of Marikina, ang hirap nga din naman talagang basahin ng service na yun. Sobrang straight. So what they can do is to make adjustment dun sa defense pattern nila.
11 points already. Let's see, Loy, if they can adjust. But still, this will be another hard service there coming from Jabin Sabas.
Well, Bien Manilio tried to save that one. Pero medyo risky din naman talaga yung position ng bola.
And right now, yes, Valenzuela might be having a hard time on their conversion. But dito, ginagamit nila yung isa sa mga strengths nila, which is service aces. But Juanilio said she'll finally stop the bleeding.
I like to give credit from dyan sa set ni Cruz.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a nice set. That's why Bien Manilio was able to execute that attack so well.
Kita mo, Lilit na bayad lang sumabay to block that attack ni Juanilio. But meanwhile, Kapitana scoring another point.
Another good leap from Nuval. Sobrang ganda ng distribution niya nung power. Tignan mo. She slows down and then tsaka lang siya bibilis once na malapit na yung bola.
9 points coming from Kapitana. Juanilio inalalayan. But Clavano will set this. Sa opposite, Raslan scoring her 7th point.
Martinez was trying to save that ball pero mali kasi yung positioning. I think mali yung positioning niya ng katawan because kinuha niya lang yun sa side. And again, inuulit-ulit niya din yung actions na yun.
Well, good point and good observation there, Loy. But again, that service error coming from Clavano will not help.
Valenzuela can actually extend yung lamang nila dito sa Marikina but there's just too much error.
Definitely. 7 errors na actually here for Valenzuela. This will be an awkward set. Patras lang gagawa ng paraan and it's all good. And because of that, we'll be going to our second technical timeout.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
And action never stops here in the Bacoor Track Gymnasium because on Monday at 11:30 in the morning we're going to see Quezon going against Negros at 2 p.m. Caloocan City going against Rizal. And for our last match on Monday is Bacoor City going against San Juan Lady Knights. And we still have games on November 13th still here in Bacoor as Marikina and Caloocan will face off in our 2 p.m. match. At 4 p.m. is Valenzuela going against Rizal. And right now, errors really been piling up here on the side of Valenzuela with 30 errors already. Loy ang binigay dito ng Valenzuela and Marikina with 18. But this time, make it 31 errors for Valenzuela.
It's really a huge numbers of errors dito sa side ng Valenzuela.
And for Valenzuela, I think they still have some games remaining left here in the MPVA, and that is their first assignment for sure, is to really minimize their errors. Chasing that one. Sabas sa likod. Make it 32 errors for Valenzuela, Loy.
These errors, medyo complacent na sila. I don't know if medyo pagod na ba sila from ilang araw ng games nila na onti lang yung gap. But again, they have to be reminded. And again, there's rotational error on the side of Valenzuela.
Make it 33. And this time, we're tie things up here. Sonsi Dahab, ginawa ng paraan and it's all good.
Try to tip over that ball and it did work.
And this time, Loy, I just want to ask because, I mean, the 33 errors of Valenzuela is really big for a 3-setter or 4-setter match. Let's see kung ma-extend ba tong match na to. But, well, if you commit an error, let's say on an attack or on a service deck, I mean, the next time around, there should be an adjustment on your mentality. But what really causes the errors here for Valenzuela?
Well, it's really just miscalculation. There are factors naman to consider, but usually yun lang talaga yung reason eh. You think sometimes the set is too much and hindi mo ma-adjust ng maayos.
Substitution now as Espinosa will replace Traslan to serve here. Well, ito Espinosa, nakita natin during the second set. She actually delivered and closed that set dahil sa back-to-back service aces niya. Well, let's see if that would still be a factor as Sabas will set that one and score a point on that difficult set.
Well, PSR Mento tried to read that ball, but that's just too much for her.
And right now, 11 aces here for the Valenzuela class. On their first meeting, Loy, 13 aces yung naitala dito ng Valenzuela. Let's see if they can hit or surpass that record. Sabi ko na nga ba talagang there is really a commentator, Jenks. I don't know if there is some scientific proof, but proven and tested yan. Chica Espinosa committing and giving Valenzuela their 34th error here in this match.
But apart from that, commentators, Jinx, kanina pa talaga sila
Oo.
nagpa-pile up ng errors eh. And sobrang sayang kasi kaya nila mag-contribute ng point. They can execute plays, but hindi siya, naka-counter siya agad ng mga errors.
Well, Lois, tignan natin if after this timeout called by Lilet Nabaid, if there will be some changes. Because 34 errors, third set pa lang is really, really big. And kita mo with the disappointment, of course, of their ate Lilet Mabayad. Let's see if they can work that out because they really need to work that out because kita mo, dikit at magkadikit, or tie things up here at 19 points. Let's see now.
And it's time for both teams to relax and contemplate on how they're going to perform.
Ben Juanillo really being vocal on her teammates that they can still snatch the set and maybe push for a 5-setter match, but Lilet Bayad all business here. Martinez, good and strong serve. Adjusting there is Javin Sabas.
It's a free ball.
Whoa! Lois, I think your former teammate Sonji Dahab really heard your request. Strong attack there from Sonji.
It just takes a good timing, a precise set in order for Sonsi Dahab to be activated.
Oh yeah. And we see at the latter part here on this match, I mean on this set, kita mo may connection na. The connection has been found. Clavano and Dahab, but meanwhile,
So you can see yung palo ni, I think it's Catalan.
yeah, Catalan.
I think it's Catalan. Yung palo niya hindi naman ganun kalakas, but it's a good angle.
Definitely. Tabla tayo dito, 20. Good first ball, pupuntaan. Sabas catches the line. What a game for Javin Sabas today.
Sobrang nakikita niyang walang tao sa pwesto na yon. And it's a cross-court hit.
And right now, 13 points for this veteran. And this, you know, one of the good things that MPVA brought to us, Lo, is that we can still see yung mga idols natin before playing in the UAAP and NCAA, and Javin Sabas being tested, proven and tested, but right now, as we try to compliment her, she delivered another error. So I think from now on, we should really stop complimenting players talaga, Loy, especially if they're on the service line. Tabla tayo at 21. There's really no room for complacency and error. This will be a free ball. Let's see now, Juanillo. Oh, buhay pang bola, but Lilet Babayad says no entry.
And may I remind you, sobrang consistent nito ni Babayad with her performance and as well as yung record niya with blocking. So,
Oo.
if I were you, if I were the spiker, the attacker, dapat hindi ko papadaan sa kamay ni Babayad.
And that's the reason why Lady Shoemasters calling a timeout here. Let's listen in.
Ball, hindi pwedeng tinitignan nyo lang yung bola. Effort.
Madadaganan ko kasi, coach.
Sino? Hindi, sabihan yun nandun. Tapos ikaw, yun nandito sa likod. Pwede kumuha nun. Break lang! Kunin nyo yung momentum.
And from that last frame, nakita natin, narinig natin na sinabi ni coach na dapat kunin nila yung momentum. And paano ba nila magagawa yun? Of course, with the effort para paghirapan yung mga nakukuhang bola with their defense.
Exactly the point. But let's see the big question now if they can translate those instructions into action. As Juanillo will try again. Oh, good pancake save. Juanillo again will try and it's good. Another point here for Capitana.
And I think Ben Juanillo is already seeing na itong Valenzuela, medyo nakakuha sila ng point in terms of long balls.
And right now, I'm happy to see, Lloyd, that your former teammate, Sonsi Dahab and Juanillo, is activated now. Battle of former NCAA best middle blocker.
Now, speaking of, Sonsidab is now back on court.
And the face-off continues as Sonsi Dahab and Juanillo will surely be the driving force on net defense dito for both squads. Juanillo again, let's see, former teammate blocking. Juanillo, Sonsi Dahab ngayon. Free point, and free ball, I mean. Kapitana Nubal. Oh, this is a crucial one as we are now tied at 23.
Now again, these are just exchanges of errors.
Pressure is on. Let's see kung ma-extend ba ng Marikina itong game na to into fourth set. Or if the Valenzuela can finally get this one, but Marikina says no entry as Lilet Bayad will be asking for a timeout here. No coverage, Loy. What's happening dito? Anong nangyayari sa Valenzuela?
Nobody anticipated that one. And again, kanina ko pa sinasabi na itong si Javier dapat bantayan kasi maganda siya magbasa ng bola. So they need coverage. And hindi ka dapat mag-underestimate ng iyong opponents.
Well, right now, Valenzuela, they've been into the exact scenario in our second set. But right now, Marikina have the power. They have the power to change history. But let's see if Valenzuela will allow that as Capitano Valnilio on the service deck means business right now, and they will not go home without giving any fight here contra Valenzuela. Let's see. Abigail Nubal. No, this will be free ball. Everybody's watching now. What will be the play? Sonsi Dahab delivers again.
And Sonsi Dahab tried to extend this set. And it's really nice na dapat nakita sana natin tong mga play ni Sonsi Dahab from the previous games.
But right now, as a former teammate, I know you're proud and happy. We finally saw that strong hit, that quick hit coming from Sonsi. This will be a free ball. Let's see kung pupunta ni Clavano ulit si Sonsi Dahab. No to Javin Sabas naman.
Sarmiento was there. Good pick up by Lacerna.
Clavano again. Sonsi Dahab delivers again for Valenzuela.
And again, Sonsi Dahab. You can always rely on Sonsi Dahab.
Match point here for Valenzuela. Martinez. Bibigyan Javin Sabas to close this match, but no. Martinez again. And We're not yet done. We're not yet done.
Again, I think kung kailan pa huli,
Oo.
tsaka pa sila nagpa-fire down. They should have done this kanina pa lang.
Let's see. Well, this is the kind of the volleyball that we really want to see for these two squads as they both fighting for pride and redemption. Novak. Oh! It's still good. Let's see what will be the play. Javier! Miscalculated that one.
She miscalculated that one. And kung kanina itong Valenzuela at the start, they keep on giving Marikina free points. Ngayon naman nangyayari to sa Marikina kung kailan patapos na.
And a timeout will be called there for the Lady Shoe Masters. Let's listen in.
Harap ka, Ben. Bigay mo na doon kay Ben. Sino kasabay mo sa harap? Si Bridget. May dalawa kang option. Si Bridget o back row. Okay, ako ba?
Well, I hope that timeout would help Marikina to be reminded na kaya pa niyang labanan itong Valenzuela.
And look at Lois, who's serving dito sa Valenzuela. It's Chica Espinosa. Let's see if she can... Oh! Opportunity now. Scrambling there, Valenzuela. Marikina. Martinez denied! And finally, Valenzuela repeat their victory contra Marikina. But this time, in 3 straight sets contra the Lady Shoe Masters.
Well, it's still a nice game though. Pinakita lang ng Valenzuela na regardless kahit madami silang mga errors, meron pa rin silang thinking, winning game na attitude. So, dito nila nakuha itong game na ito.
Exactly. And I must say, really, the Valenzuela, they're really a strong team. I mean, good ball distribution of Clavano, and not only Clavano, especially Lero during the first and second set. Mabayad, Daha, Braslan having a breakthrough, and right now, summing it up 25-27 here in the MPVA.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
And Valenzuela winning this match contra Marikina in 3 straight sets, 25-19, 26-24, and another extended set, a third set, 27-25, and Valenzuela finally having their back-to-back victories here in the MPVA, while here Marikina is still on the hunt on their first win. But meanwhile, a lot of names delivered for Valenzuela. But Lois, who is your queen of the court in this match?
Well, the queen of the court is none other than my former teammate, Sonsi Dahab. Well, it took her some time to far up and na-miss ko talaga yung performance niya na ganito na we've been waiting for this sa mga previous match, and now she was able to deliver that one. She may not be the top scorer from this match, but she did boost the morale of the team from those crucial moments.
And right now, our queen of the court is with Nico Aaron. Nico, take it away.
Thank you, Jong and Lois. With me right now is our queen of the court, Zonsi Dahab, stepping up for Valenzuela. And Zonsi, congratulations sa panalo ninyo ngayong araw. 12 big points for you in today's game. Ano yung naging inspiration mo? At paano ka nakapag-step up para sa team ng Valenzuela ngayong araw?
Of course, inisip ko na din po yung pride namin na last 2 games na, and then kailangan namin matapos yung game ng mataas pa din yung pride namin. And also, inspiration ko din yung mga teammates ko.
Banggit mo nga, teammates mo, kanina nakausap ko yung teammate mo, si Shika Espinosa, at sinabi niya sa akin na you want to end this tournament on a high note. You have 2 more games, sabi niya, importante na manalo kayo para at least moving forward bilang mga player, maipakita nyo na kayang-kaya nyo pa rin makipagsabayan. So, ikaw ba, nakatulong ba yun sa motivation mo in today's game?
Yes po. Actually, lahat naman nag-step up. Pero, syempre, kailangan na yung matapos ng mabilis po. Ganun.
Alright, ngayon naman, Zonsi, mga gusto mong batiin yung mga sumusuporta sa Valenzuela at sa'yo, sa team mo?
First, binabati ko po yung family ko po sa Iligan, and also Mommy Jazz and whole family po. And then also sa teammates ko po. And Valenzuela community po. Yan lang po.
Alright, thank you. Zonsi, congratulations ulit. There you have it, our queen of the court, stepping up for Valenzuela, Zonsi Dahab. Balik sa inyo, Jong and Lois.
Well, this is a breakout game for Sonsi Dahab, and we really miss those quick and strong hits coming from this former NCAA best middle blocker. And of course, I know na miss din to ni Loy. And there you go, Valenzuela again getting their first back-to-back victory here in the MPV. And what a way for them to win this match contra Marikina. Lois, we started this game seeing Valenzuela starting really strong during the first set and finishing much stronger on the first set.
We've seen the distribution and how balanced the performance of Valenzuela is. Despite how their efforts are put into waste because of the errors, they still manage to clinch this set.
Exactly. Not only that, but I think yun nga the ball distribution. And Lero starting over Clavano, and that's the reason why ang score natin during the first set is 25-9 on the second set. Nakita natin dito tables have turned during the second set. This is an extended set, and Marikina really challenging the opensa and yung depensa dito ng Valenzuela.
And again, I would like to go back on the errors. Yung naging crucial dito sa game na ito. And also, still they managed to have this winning attitude even if they were trying to go with the keeping it cool type of plays.
And that is 26-24 in our second set. And same story here in the third set, Loy. It is really very close. Extended set here. We saw some seesaw of scoring, especially the match-up or the face-off of former teammate na middle blocker na si Ben Juanillo kontra Sonsi Dahab.
So for both teams, nakita natin dito na merong parang lacking with solid performances. But again, nakita din natin kung paano talaga pinakita nitong Valenzuela, kung paano sila mag-dominate dito sa kanilang mga kalaban.
But nonetheless, it is still a very good match. Still a good showing for Marikina for challenging ang Valenzuela here. 25-27. But for Valenzuela, finally ending this match, ending this game on a very high note. And for sure, they're going to keep their momentum as they're going to end their games here in the MPVA.
As you can see, sobra namang nagpaula ng opponent errors itong Valenzuela. Kaya medyo nakahabol itong Marikina from the second and third set. But in terms of aces, department, and attacks, Valenzuela really dominated on this one. In terms naman dito sa Marikina, makikita din naman natin na nag-counter din sila with their attacks but still kulang pa din.
But nonetheless, it's still a victory there for Valenzuela. In Marikina, there's really nothing to be ashamed of. A great showing, especially to team captain Bien Juanillo. And right now, we're heading to our second game here in the MPVA for our Wednesday triple header. San Juan Lady Knights kontra Binyanta Takjel. Up next in our 2 p.m. game.